Welcome, people of YouTube. We're currently live, and we're going to continue the work that we started off in the previous stream, which was the rest area. We're pretty much almost done. Just need a few details here and there. And I think I finally figured out how to get network skins to work, so that we can get rid of some of these, the light fixtures that are sort of blended in with the networks. I don't know how network skins actually works in this new version, but hopefully it's not too bad. So, like, if I want to disable this, how do you, like, disable it? Do you, like, where do you click? Can somebody actually tell me in the chat, where do you click? So if I do that, oh boy. Do you, like, set it to distance of, like, 1,000,000? No, because you still get that. Also, let me get rid of collision detection. There we go. That way we don't destroy anything we don't want. Scroll up. Oh, I see none. Nice. Nice, nice. How would I know to scroll up? Like, that looks like the beginning of the, like, it was here, right? That looks like that's just where the scroll bar starts. Like, why does it? Yeah, it's fine. I'm not gonna complain. Like, I'm amazed that I'm just able to do that. Is this the one we had? No, that is 100% not the one we had. This one is, but this one has more things. So I guess. Oh, because this is like the entire list of everything in the world. I see. That makes some sense. Which mod is this? This is Network Skins 2 Beta. There we go. I want to get rid of absolutely every light. This one, fine. But, I guess, yeah, here, right here, this is the... Oh, and this is kind of like a good replacement to Electric's network pick thing, right? Because, I don't know, it seems faster. Electric ones, it's just like opens up like menus and does things. I don't know. This feels a little bit more optimized. So I'm gonna try that for a while. All right, so we got rid of all those slides. Kind of want to rearrange some of these like fancy flags that we put before. So let's just maybe split them up a little bit through here. I know they all sort of say the same thing. Sale, open. They're kind of random, but there we go. That looks like a car wash, if I do say so myself. There's an undo mod. Undo mod, really? Undo it. Oh boy, hang on. I need to like check this. How do you like do? Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna use a real browser for this. Undo it. Is it this? Let me see the screenshot. Build roads, vanilla, undo, queue. Wow. I think I remember asking this to Bloody Penguin like a year ago, or someone actually. I don't know if it was Bloody Penguin, and they told me it wasn't possible. Or maybe it was you, Cuboid, who I asked. Okay, I mean, this is kind of cool. I'll definitely take a look at that. I use Moveit mostly for undoing things, just so you know. But that's kind of awesome. Hydronian says, I did the Russian translation for that mod. I just never actually saw it in the field operational. Wait, so you translated but never actually tested it? How is that even a thing? Okay, what do we want to do here? I got some BP assets too. Look, we got some like trucks and stuff, which I think could be kind of useful. Wow, this is a giant truck. Are these up to scale? They look kind of up to scale, right? They look a little bit oversized. It's compare it to one of these other trucks. I guess it's not that big. Okay, it just looks big next to these, the what is it called, the Pando in GTA 5, the smart car. So let's just have this guy be here. And I love how in the previous stream I said that I didn't want to have like real brandings and stuff, especially not for like an oil company of this size or an oil company period. But I guess we're going full throttle with this. Let's get that aligned to the best of our ability. And I want to try this little trick I did back in the Sinu days, where we had like let's see if I can remember. Do you have some like yellow decals perhaps? No, this one's too big. Road studs. Just want like a short yellow line that is not vector perhaps. I don't think I need, but yeah, I guess we have no choice but to use vector here. That's okay. Also, I don't want it to snap to anything but angle. There we go. And let's go into here. Let's go for nodes. Cuboid, now that I have you here, can I ask you, I think, wasn't there like an update recently on Move It? I'm using like the public version of Move It right now, just so you know, but there was an option to like get like a smaller, or I guess I'm using 2 versions of Move It. Oh boy. Is this gonna be a problem? I just want like a smaller selector for these like tiny nodes, because not obviously like this is like these two are sort of overlapping. Also, I can't seem to be able to hover over this for some reason. Oh, because it like, I see. Oh, damn. No, there isn't that option. Okay, cool. No worries, no worries. Do want to not select that giant node. Perhaps I'll have to maybe do it outside. Or not do it at all. That might be a better way to do things. Basically, what I wanted to do is have like a yellow edge around this, this grate here, so that, you know, to mark where the fueling is taking place. But, yeah. Let's just see. I guess it would make some amount of sense to have it be in like a straight line from the actual part of the thing. Also, something changed with like Scape. I noticed that the other day. Like I used to exit Move It mode with Scape, and now it just opens up the pause menu. I don't know if that's something you did or maybe some other mod is affecting it. Either way, unacceptable. It's what I'm trying to say. So I guess what we can do instead is... Wait, I don't have any cones? Jeez, okay. I guess I have barriers, but like... Or, no, not barriers. The barrels. Which are not the same. They're big and annoying. And very high poly counts. I guess I can just put like a capital here just to keep the truck sort of out of the way. Let's have it hug the curve. There we go. Something like that. You can see, I mean, that car that just drove by would easily go over this. All right. So now we need a lot of lights. Unfortunately, I guess. Did I add these props on the other side? I did not. So let's do that real quick. just for symmetry's sake. In fact, can we do the same over here? We can. Ooh, that wasn't great. Why are they jumping every time I move my mouse cursor? I do not know. Let's do this. There we go. Perfect. I don't know what's happening. It's since PO got updated, but I don't know why. Okay, gotcha. It's okay. We'll forgive the mistakes. Not that I have a choice, but I don't know. It's just like, you know, one of the things that you have to get used to. So not too shabby. So someone was suggesting that I should do some sort of picnic tables and things over on this side. So why don't we do that? By the way, I forgot to mention that if you're watching this on YouTube, and obviously these streams are going to usually be pretty long, I highly recommend you play this at like 1.5 speed. Oh, we're hitting the cone here. Just 1.5 speed or 2x speed. There we go. That should be enough. You can still understand most of what I'm saying. And honestly, you don't really need to understand everything I'm saying. Not everything I say makes sense. Anyways, so this whole area I think will be cool. So like you go here, you get some food and stuff, and then you just like overlook the ocean. So it will be nice to have some like picnic areas around here. And what better way of doing picnic areas than just some surface paintings action. So picnic. What is this? Picnic box. That's too specific. Let's go for table. And let's go for these sort of tables. The question is, do we want them in this configuration? I guess we can have one here and then another one here, perhaps. I think that looks good. And then this at an angle, sort of following this line right here. I'm gonna keep hitting escape forever. What mod has the brushes? You mean these brushes? This is Surface Painter. It's probably like one of the oldest mods that there is out there. Catlan says, hola desde España, me encanta Nydal. Well, awesome. Thank you. I mean, gracias. I don't know why I always like default to English. I guess I'm just used to it, but yeah. I guess I'm literally hosting the stream in English, so it would make sense for me to do it in English. All right. So we got that. I think we can add some... I mean, these are going to be sort of halfway clipped through the ground, unfortunately. Unless I terraform this with like the network terraforming thing, but I don't think we need to do that. What I might do is get some umbrellas of various kinds to sort of go with this. Should we make it so that maybe perhaps there was a hole in the middle of this table? So especially because this area, I foresee it being a bit windy, right? So you want it to be sort of like connected to that. Let's do this. Please let me, there we go. It's kind of like hard to get it aligned. There we go. Awesome. Callum, thank you for the sub. We're going to get you a property in Nydal in just a second. Let me finish adding some of these umbrellas. I guess I'm going to go with the Foster's beer here and whatever this... Oh, Copenhagen. This might be some kind of Danish brand, perhaps? Foster's is Australian, right? If I'm not mistaken. So let's just do like a couple of these. Control H, come on. There we go. Looks way too nice for a European rest stop. Dude, I went to this rest stop in outside of Le Mans in France, and it was like pretty like it was like brand new. I mean, obviously it wasn't like on a park or anything, but and I also been to a couple like really awesome like little rest areas in the UK as well, whilst driving through the countryside. So it's not totally uncommon. But also, this is like under such, it's like the nicest city in Europe, obviously. So this sort of sets you up for what's to come once you go over the bridge. Let's try to mix it up a bit. Also, I don't know why I'm rotating it, even though like all the sides look exactly the same, but. Control H, come on. All right, I guess it was aligned at the same height. And the same goes for you. Cool, all right. Actually, this one, we can rotate them a bit so that they're not like all perfectly aligned. Even though these are the kinds of umbrellas that would potentially be perfectly aligned, but just to randomize it a bit, it's probably a good idea. You see, that looks a little bit better, in my opinion, I think. It's a teaser stop. Yes, that's what it is. All right, Colum, let's get you a property real quick. Let's see. Let's go in the middle of the city, just for a change. You're gonna own this shop. Oh man, it's pretty loud in here. You're gonna own this shop across the street from the roundabout. So this will be. Oh, what was it? Restaurant? Is this? Oh, this is a. I thought it was a shop. Okay, never mind. So this is Kalu Residence. There we go. All right. That's kind of a touristy spot. You might want to open a shop there. You might make some money. The zoning allows you to have a shop there. If not, just talk to me after the stream and we'll make that happen. I'm gonna talk to City Council. I know how they operate and how they can get you a permit. Got you. I don't know what this is. Okay, cool. Continuing on with our operation here. So we have the picnic tables. I think I mentioned lights, right? So let's get some lamps up in here. Obviously, not these fancy lamps. I don't think this is going to be such a fancy... Oh, this is interesting. This is a platform lamp standing. I think in order to do lamps, half of the props that I have for lamps don't actually like shed any light, so I guess we'll have to do it in the middle of the night. Let me try to bring the sun up enough so that people in the chat and the videos can actually see what I'm doing. It's just barely bright that the lights actually work. So I guess we can have one there. And one here. And another one there. Are these somewhat equidistant from one another? Kind of are. Perhaps a little bit over there. There we go. Not too shabby. I kind of like this light. Here, let's turn on the lights for a second. Yeah, they look good. They're kind of like modern, generic-y, so I'm okay with that. I'll look into the shop idea. Nice. Yes. I mean, taxes are probably pretty high in Nydal. I'm not going to lie. If you're going to have all these kinds of places, you should expect to pay a lot of taxes, which means that, yeah, you're definitely going to need to make some money. But I think I mean, in Nydal, hang on. This is kind of dumb, but I think you get like free everything, right? Like it's everything. It's all inclusive. You get public transportation for free, healthcare, university. It might be like the worst, but I mean, it's free. So I guess it's not that bad. Also, I don't know why I'm in this menu. Maintenance costs. Where do you even like check money things in this game? I don't think I've ever checked. Is it city statistics? Taxation. Keeps going up. I don't even know how to control any of these metrics. Like, I know it's like, there was like a menu, right? With like policies and stuff. Land value. You can tell that I never opened up this menu because I got the help. Yeah, I don't even know, man. Lucille, hello to you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome everyone that's joining late. How dare you join late to the stream? By the way, if you missed a part of the stream or anything, it will be uploaded to YouTube later for sure. And it's going to be great. You can watch it at 2 times speed like I was suggesting a second ago. Let's get a few of these lights in here. Make them somewhat equidistant from one another. This one already has a light there, but I think we could use some lights in here. Let's bring this down. Really? Oh, okay, I see. I guess we can set one up here, sort of pointing this way. I like the idea of having them be a bit random in their location. That looks actually pretty good. This back area doesn't have to be as lit up anyways. This one is okay. We need some lights in front of the fry guys. And by the way, I got some prop signs from a Spar, like a grocery store, because someone recommended that in the previous stream. So yeah, that's a thing. This one could be like looking inside, because now we're gonna have some like tables outside of the fry guys. Loico says, hello from France. Bonjour. Actually, is bonjour, you're supposed to say bonjour like in the morning, right? Like in the evening, which is probably what it is in France right now. You would say what? You said bonne nuit, like at night? But like, what do you say? What do you say like good evening? How is good evening in French? Also, can you tell that I sucked at French? Yeah. I failed French in school repeatedly. And the only way I was able to actually, you know, like pass the grade is because at some point during my school days, like high school days, they switched it from French to Portuguese. So like, even though I never like passed the French exam, it was like, well, I guess we're not longer teaching French. So we're gonna teach you Portuguese instead, and you're fine. So I kind of got away with it. That's pretty much the story of my high school years, just trying to get away with things. Man, this is really dark at night. What the crap? There's no lights or anything inside? The one light that I had, it's gone. So, yeah. Bonsoir. There we go. That's what I knew that. Just, yeah. Let's get another one of these bad boys in here. Man, I really like this light, as you can tell by me adding 1,000,000 of them. And I guess we'll need another one here. They're not as bright, but they do the job. And we should probably add a few more on the perimeter. What is, oh, this is like a ginormous prop. Oh, that's gonna be tricky. How can I? Something like that. I don't want to like add 1,000,000 of them. Let's switch it to daytime and see what it looks like. Because it might be a little bit overwhelming in terms of how many lights I added. Oh, I mean, yeah, these two are kind of closer together, but I think it mostly looks okay. Let's see if I can perhaps bring this like to here. Or even like here in this corner. Sort of point it out there. And then this one could be like closer to here. That way they're a bit more spread out. And yeah, so I got these signs. I'm not done with the lights, just I want to show you something else. There should be a prop. Like I got one of these. So I know it doesn't quite match the theme of this building, but I think we can like force it. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. There's a reverse texture on the other side, so let's try to avoid doing that. How can we integrate this in a more reasonable fashion? Can we like, will this be too much if I just like have it come out of the ceiling like that? Is it like one of those things that you need to be able to see from the road, even though it's actually going to be blocked by the... I have a few more of these signs. Let's see if we can find a better one, perhaps. This one is not bad, but maybe this one should be out on the street. And maybe this one should actually be on the actual storefront. Try to align it as much as possible. Oh, I might be able to change that blue to red, right? That's not going to be a thing, I'm sure. Yep. Definitely not a thing. At least I'm going to dark that up. Thank you for the sub, Oakland. I think you already have a property in Nydal, but we're going to give you another one for your generous Prime donation. You know what? Instead of having it there, let's just have it on this empty wall. You could always make it smaller with PO. That's true. That is certainly true. I kind of want to center it here and get rid of that open sign. And Hydra with another Twitch Prime sub. Thank you very much and welcome to the stream. Even though I remember seeing you before, I think, pretty sure. But we're gonna give you some Nydal property in a second here. Let me first get this done. Also, I wish that this wasn't like so bright. So, no, that's not what we're doing. So prop it up, click on props, click on the building, and open animated neon sign. There we go. So that looks better, actually. I feel like that works. I wish that I could get rid of this blue stripe, but it's fine. Do I have anything red that I can overlay, perhaps? Maybe PO some things. This red flag here. I don't think so. Speaking of PO, Maddie, you know who's being all up into PO recently? Mr. Flux, which I don't know if he's still in the chat, but he's being very PO curious, to say it in a weird way. Let's put it here. I kind of like it here. Also, I thought I got rid of the parking on that road. But I guess I haven't. Bambinator 0, thank you for the sub. That's awesome. Yeah, he's PO curious. There we go. He's still in the chat. Nice. I kind of like this now. Hang on. Let's once again get rid of the parking spaces, because like there's so many parking opportunities right there that there's no point of doing it here. So not here, not here, not here, not here, and definitely not here. Yeah, and there's no parking whatsoever in this area. So but yeah, that's looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. So cars are coming in here. They can see the gas prices from up there, I think. Unless I should bring that sign maybe up closer to here. That might be better. So as you're like pulling in here, you can go this way, and if you're coming this way, you can see the prices, and that will make you decide whether or not you want to go here. Then you hit the spar sign, and you can see that it's like back there together with the Fry Guys, which doesn't have a sign. Anyways, let's get some properties. Let's see. So first we got Oakland. Oh, I forgot to read out your message from a Brazilian neighbor. I'm glad you took Portuguese classes. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I volunteered, but I can actually understand quite a bit. Like if I read like newspapers in Portuguese, or even watch some TV. I was watching O Mecanismo on Netflix. You know, the Lava Jato series, and I mean, obviously I had subtitles on in Spanish, but it was still like I would understand like 80% of it. So that's good. Unfortunately, I can't speak as good as I understand it, but yeah. So yeah, let's get you a house in here. I really like this tiny neighborhood here. So let's get you like a fancy house of sorts. Yeah, let's give you this one right here. This corner house in this like quaint little area. This is a clothing, so you get a shop actually more than a house. So Oakloon. Oh, what was the previous name? Clothing. There we go. Oakland's Clothing Empire. And we have Hydra 559 or 559. Let's get you a house like right here in this corner. A supermarket actually. So this will be there we go. And finally Babinator 0. And once again, thank you for the county donations. Let's get you this cool building in the corner, and you have mass transit adjacent. So this will be Bambinator Zero's residence. And by the way, I add the pound sign, or the someone in the comments in the previous video say, why did you keep calling the hashtag pound? Because hashtag is a new invention. Like, in fact, the word, like the concept of a hashtag, it's like 11 years old. It was back for Barcamp 2007 on Twitter. Like, you can even look up Chris Messina, who's like the guy who came up with like the concept of a hashtag, like back in the Twitter days. Man. Anyways, yeah, that's what it is. This is super bright. Let's take it down a notch. And by the way, I keep getting asked like, what are my settings for things? I never understand what the. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Everything is like. Is it Control Alt L? No, Control Alt period. I can never know I can never remember the command for freaking relight. I know it's like period, no. Shift, Control, period, no. That ain't a thing. I'm breaking everything. Anyways. Shift, Alt, L. There we go. So it's kind of tiny, but it's first 3 bars all the way to the max. Temperature and light, and sorry, temperature and tint, it's set to 0.25. If you can't read that, hang on, let me get to like a flat surface. So that might help. Pretty tiny, I'm sorry. I wish it didn't use the Unity default UI. And then everything else is set to 0. Enable sky tone mapping. Force shadow smoothing is off, and force low shadow bias is off, whatever the hell that means. And that's it. And then I'm using the relight average LUT with all of these settings. So take a screenshot of this. Take a screenshot. I'm going to give you another second. And now you can take a screenshot of this. It will last longer. All right. Back to business. So we got the thing, and I think I want to add some like details to this area here, add some like maybe some flowers and stuff, and then we're gonna move on. Actually, what time? Yeah, perfect. So we're gonna wrap this up, and it's gonna be great. So what I want is fence, and I want a net structure. Well, yeah, I know it's the pound sign, or at least that's what it used to be called. Because I think it was like a weighting, like for weight, kind of a symbol. In fact, the @ symbol I think also represented weight. But like, I don't know. I've been told that the @ symbol in Spanish is an arroba, and from what I've been told, an arroba equals 5 kilograms. But I don't know if that's the same in English or that's just like a Spanish thing. Someone would probably correct me. Obviously, the word "at" is not a weight measurement, but the symbol that represents "at" probably is, if that makes sense. Yeah, okay, so actually instead of doing these, I should probably add like a guardrail. I feel like that's more related to what I'm trying to do here. This one I'm gonna keep as a fence. Just cause. Just that whole segment there. Doesn't have to go all the way, I don't think. And then, yeah, guardrail. So one of these bad boys. Have you considered having a ski resort up in the high mountains? I haven't, but I have already built a ski resort in another project. Also, there's no snow. I know I can build a ski resort like in the summer, but probably not. What I'm still sort of considering is whether or not I want to do like a tiny airport, because it's been a while since I've done an airport. And obviously it's not going to be like FBS or anything like that. It might be like a tiny airstrip of sorts, maybe even a dirt one that doesn't even work. So that could be a thing. But like, I don't know where we could even build that. Because you need some amount of flat ground somewhere. Honestly, the only place where it could be is just like somewhere up here. Or maybe on like I don't know, an island? Actually, so originally I had the idea of having that airport like somewhere here. But like the city has changed so much since I last thought of that. But yeah, I guess it could be here, having like a dirt landing strip of sorts and then have a bridge crossing over. I don't know. We'll see. But at the same time, I kind of want to finish this at some point. So if I keep coming up with all these ideas, like we'll never get this finished. So let's get a guardrail all the way to here. I guess we don't need this segment. Let's just don't add unnecessary things. Mostly want to protect cars from their imminent doom if they speed on this road segment. So as they're coming down, they would just hit the guardrail and not, drive into the water. Can I do that? Yes, I can. All right. Sometimes it glitches out when you connect to networks of different types. That's pretty cool. Let's get a few more of these sign props, which I guess they need to point to the other side. There are almost no small planes available in the workshop. I remember adding some like Cessnas and like small private jets in Sinu, but yeah, and I figure there will be some like water planes by now, but I guess I haven't checked in a while, so you might be right. Rather than a ski resort, could you make it a mountain biking resort kind of a thing? I mean, I already have a park with trails, so that's as mountain bikey as it will get, I'm assuming. Prop. What do I want? I want arrow, chevron. This one is what I want, except it's a different color. So maybe sign. I think it was like one of these. What is this? CCTV? Oh no, signal box. Castmore with the 2 months. Thank you so much. We'll get you all hooked up with the piece of land in Nydal in just a second. Let me find a sign first so that cars know that there's a turn coming up. Okay. Come on, it doesn't have to be that hard. It's like probably somewhere around here. Tunnel. I don't think there's a mod to like grab the thing that already exists in the map, right? At least not for props, if I'm not mistaken. Is that a good assumption or no? Seriously, where? I mean, is it like turn, curve, arrow, maybe highway? Motorway, freeway. I thought it was like part of the, I don't know, let's look for Arthur. Like, oof. There we go, now we're getting somewhere. I think it's this one, right? Oh, is it like in German? That's why? Yeah. Yeah, I was never gonna be able to find that. Jeez. I'm guessing it's, I mean, it says Autobahn, so I'm guessing this is German. In this case, we're gonna prop it up. Nope, wrong type of thing. Excuse me? Copy with move it. Yeah, but it's not the same. I need like the one that points the other way. I know I can copy to move it. Come on, guys. Who do you think you're talking to? Please. I hate having to do this with prop entry anarchy all the time. See, now this one points the other way. And which one is the second one? I don't want to add like a gazillion of these. And I still will have to manually rotate this bad boy. There you go. Cool. So let's get some stuff up in here. I guess we can have the Autobahn sign. Just like a mixture of languages. I think I was using a different one, like freeway, highway. Like I was using like a French one, perhaps that. That marked the beginning of a freeway, just to have like an extra level of detail there. If I can find it in like 2 seconds, then I'm gonna skip this. Pretty sure it was like one of these. Yeah, here we go. So these are usually placed in pairs, like so. And we should probably do the same on the other side. Oh, I guess there's already the vanilla one right there. Cool. Great. We don't need that then. Fan-freaking-tastic. Okay, guardrail. Let's go back to net structures and add a few down here. I like the fact that you built a toll booth. That's a very European thing to have. I think like almost every country in the world has toll booths. They're not as common here in the US, at least not in the area where I live. But they're certainly very common in other places in the US. So, but yeah, it was heavily inspired by me hitting constant please. There we go. Hitting constant toll booths on my various drives across Europe. Across Europe, singular, not Europe's. Could you, like, please not do the reverse one always? Thank you. This might need to be like a little bit farther out. All right, so let's get some flowers in here. So I would think that this was all like slightly manicured by the lovely folks at the local VP. I need to bring the brush strength down. Let's just add a cluster of them flowers. Of various kinds. And let's get that up in here. Just enough that it looks like a mild effort was put on getting this to work. Einan Bay, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Let's name some property real quick. So we got Castmore and Einan Bay, if I'm getting your name correctly. Let's see, which neighbor haven't we hit yet? Let's get this one. So this will be not enough workers. This will be Castmore's. Let's see, what's it? Roasters. Do you like coffee? I kind of want a coffee now. I think that's why I just went for that. Maybe like could it be like a music shop? Music store. There we go. So that's Castmore's music store, right up next to the public transportation and the cool river. And let's get Einan Bay on that other property. Let's see which maybe some place near this area. Do not mind the frame rate, please. The Strawberry Residence. So this is gonna be, come on. Einan Bay's residence. There we go. Have a 20 minutes commute to work. Drive through 5 toll booths. Really? Jeez. How long do I plan on streaming? Probably for like another hour and a half-ish. If you're watching this on YouTube, this video is probably going to be ending soon because I'm kind of about to wrap up this build. But yeah, we're going to continue live for a good while. So buckle up. I don't know how to like address this. Also, these signs, now that I think about it, they're like the opposite way because you're driving on this side, right? And they're meant for like the other side. Yeah. I'll have to get rid of those. This one I can indeed copy. If I can actually select it. But I'm not going to go too crazy with it. Just like a handful, maybe like 3 tops. Let's get it raised up at the right location. There we go. By the way, I was just checking these numbers. Like, we're 8 subscribers short of 50, which I don't think I've ever had that many subscribers on Twitch ever. So if you have a Twitch Prime that you haven't used this month, you know what to do. That'd be very appreciated. Let me move this tree clusters out of the way here for a sec. This is too big for this. All right, let's get some more of this foliage here. Just want to continue the detail work throughout the area so that it looks a bit more cohesive. Something like that. I kind of want to add a few of like red or like yellow because otherwise it's like too green. And even though I love green, it's a bit too monochromatic, you know. But if we add some touch of red, then things look a little bit nicer. And I know this may look like a random cluster of flowers, but like I'm not finished yet. Just give me a moment here. All right, now I'm finished. Like I want to just sprinkle a whole bunch of these in various locations. And perhaps just have like a row of young pine trees up until the edge of the fence. We can have a few more down here. few more over on that side. One there for good measure. Let's grab one of these taller trees and have them just clusterize around here. Maybe not so much there, but like there could be a good spot. Perhaps here. Just have like a little cluster of trees. Usually I'm a big fan of not having like perfectly symmetric things. I think overall it ends up looking nicer when you have just like a more organic look to it. Obviously these trees look like they were planted when they developed this area, but like the other ones were there and they obviously like avoided getting rid of them. That's sort of the idea. I wasn't expecting this all. Thanks for the naming the building. Very much appreciated. Well, thank you for your donation. It helps keep the lights on, and hopefully will help with some of the upgrades that I have in mind for streaming, so that I can, you know, stream with better quality. That's usually I try to like, you know, constantly be improving that to the best of my ability. So hopefully that shows. All right. It's kind of overgrown here, but that's sort of on purpose. Maybe don't be that close to the road, perhaps. Actually, I think this bush is part of the road segment, so not much I could do about that. But anyways, a Marcus Searle, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. That's awesome. I'm gonna get you a property in just a second, but I think I'm gonna wrap this this video up for YouTube, because I think I'm ready to call this build completed. We added quite a bit of detail. I'm pretty happy with how it looks. Let's get some like cinematic shots, perhaps. Let's do. I guess we can do something like this. Set it up here, and then maybe set it up here, and let's set it to like, I don't know, 90 seconds. And there we go. So for the people watching this on YouTube, I would like to ask you to give the video a like if you enjoyed. We're probably going to be working on the power lines coming up, but that's, I mean, I want to continue this live stream for a little bit. But like I said, if you enjoyed, hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel and haven't yet, make sure to subscribe. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next one.